Hey everybody, welcome. It's Coach Jorge, my wife Marty. This is the third video, Marty, in three. We're calling it volley progression practice. So the first two dealt with ball machine stuff, and now we're gonna get rid of the ball machine and show you. We're gonna use this training ball, an orange ball, don't freak out. And here's how we do this, okay? So a few progressions inside this little video. In the beginning, if you're a pretty advanced volleyer, you should be able to sustain a volley-to-volley rally. So let me say something. Being able to sustain a volley-to-volley rally is actually an advanced skill. It's not, beginners can't do this very well, even intermediate players, because somebody's too hard, they just don't have the control. It's not power they lack, it's control. So using the orange balls, at least initially in this first phase, is super helpful. So here's the phases. You and I are going to volley back and forth, totally cooperative, anywhere we want. The goal is to volley up. That's the number one thing. I don't want people volleying down. That kills a rally. So I feed it, and then Marty and I just pop the ball up, totally cooperative. If it bounces, goes out of play, whatever, we just keep going. And I'm just practicing this skill of getting that racket open, bottom edge leading, okay? So Marty and I can do that pretty well. Your players may or may not. We do this in a doubles class that we teach, high school players. They struggle mightily. Varsity players, because someone is hitting too hard. It's always an issue with power or excessive power instead of, so it's actually an advanced skill to hit soft like this. All right, now Marty, we're building on this, right? Now we're gonna do patterns, actual patterns. That first one was just getting the hang of it. Now we're gonna do a pattern. It's my forehand to your forehand, okay? That's what we're trying. If we mess up, so be it, we'll just go again, okay? If we got good control, we shouldn't even have to move much. Notice we're matching the power here, we're not adding, okay? As soon as one guy gets like that, sorry Marty, I didn't mean to hit her, okay? That kills it, obviously. So that's the first pattern. Now the second pattern is backhand to backhand. You can either feed a backhand, I like to feed you a forehand, and now we're gonna go backhand. Whoa, boy, she got even with me. Okay, backhand to backhand. A little tougher for us, right? Backhand to backhand, I feel it. Okay, now we're under control. I get it. So that's the next pattern. Okay, let it play out. Let the people understand what that feels like the essence of getting on the outside edge of that ball so it goes cross court, okay? By the way, this is Bryan Brothers stuff. They do a lot of these patterns. Marty, advanced yet. I'm gonna hit cross court, you're gonna hit down the line. I'll hit my backhand cross court, you hit down the line. So I'm cross court, you're down the line. Cooperative, I'm cross court, I'm cross court. So you can see that we're getting this pattern going. This is, believe it or not, a pretty darn advanced drill. If the ball goes out of play, go ahead Marty. You are still down the line. I'm still cross court. If we mess it up, no worries. After a bit, we will switch it. So now I'll be down the line with all my shots. Marty's cross court with all her shots. And you can see we're able to keep that going, okay? Now, that's kind of the third progression, right? Here's the ultimate progression. We're gonna get rid of the orange balls. Marty and I are gonna try to do those patterns with yellow balls. And Marty, we're probably gonna back up a bit. Okay, so right in the middle of zone 2, as we call it. So let's just go right to the most difficult. I cross court, you're down the line, yellow balls. Though for sure, when this happens, it usually goes south. Okay, Marty and I got it going pretty good so far, but at the club level, without a doubt, this usually is the killer. But the practice that you get of just making shots and understanding how you can move the ball left to right is super simple. The reason this is number 3 in the series is because even though it's not necessarily tiring, it requires the most skill. I think it's the most challenging. Ball control when it comes to volleys is really more difficult to teach than power. Any beginner can come up here and be a wild man slapping at the ball, but only good players can really control it like this. So guys, that's the series. 3 different volley drills. We hope you like them. If you like this video, please feel free to share it. That will help us get the news out. And if you're watching this anywhere where you can leave a comment, go ahead, leave a comment below. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. If you have questions, leave them there, and Marty and I will answer them. And thanks again for supporting us.